Hello, welcome back. As promised a few months ago, sales have returned. As I said early on, say January, February, I said once the yard sale season starts picking up for me, my sales start picking up because just for me, better inventory is available, better ROI, which we'll get to. That's the subject of this video, return on investment. What goes into my thinking on return on investment. And then we'll go over the items that has sold this weekend. If you don't know me, if this is your first time watching, my name's Chris. I live in Christiansburg, Virginia, which is near Virginia Tech and Radford University. I've got coming up both graduations. Or you just graduated. Virginia Tech is getting ready to graduate this coming up weekend, so tons of stuff should be around. I may get some good footage. I'm not promising anything. Who knows what's going to come out footage-wise. I'm not trying to tease you or anything. Just, like I said, there may be some good footage of some stuff coming out, but this time preparing for me, lots of stuff should be in the area. There's going to be lots of yard sales this month. Like I said in an earlier video, I think that this month and generally September, October tends to be my best time for getting inventory. So let's go over the things that sold, and then we'll get to return on investment. First of all, I got this at a local thrift store. It's a Back to the Future sealed VHS. You can tell it's not a reseal, it's legitimate. I paid 25 cents. This is definitely my return on investment king this week. $29.99 plus shipping. So that was really good. Very happy with it. It's sold within 3 or 4 days. So, and it's going international, by the way. So I don't know where it's going to. It's going to Illinois, but then it's going international. So that's a really good sale. Bought a large lot of rap, heavy metal, all kinds. About 60-some CDs, mainly rap though. Got this in there. It's Smoking Day 2. It's got Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent in it. It's probably some kind of promotional CD, it looks like. Anyway, this is part of the lot. Got $22 plus shipping. The whole lot cost me $25. So this is most of my money back right here. But $22 plus shipping. Got, we'll hold that actually back to the subject. How about that? If you watched my short the other day, I sold 2 ties in one day. The other one I actually met the guy local, and I gave him the tie, and he signed off, and so we're good on that. I also sold this Vineyard Vines tie. This was also I got that for $1.50. It's brand new with tags. It's VMI Cadets. I think we got about $24 plus shipping out of that. That was really good. Like I said, I usually about this time of year find better inventory, so my sales are much better. If you watched a video a while back, I did have a decent haul, early March or something. You guys able to get my hands on some wax. Already sold the Snoopy and the Wizard of Oz, but I sent out offers. I had some washers on this, so I just kind of wanted to get rid of it. The Andy Griffith got $17 plus shipping on this. So this will be really easy. These little box like this. I've got actually some small priority boxes, so they go in an easy ship type thing. This is definitely something you need to be on the lookout for. Yeah, BOLA, I reckon I should say. It's these little Franklin type products, little handheld things. You would think in today's society with the phone and all our things the phone can do, you wouldn't have any need for something like this, but these things sell well. This one is a crossword puzzle solver. I would think you could use Google for that, but apparently you can't use Google for that. These sell well. The Bible sells even better. I will say I had a Bible one, and it may be in the video. I can't remember if it got with the video or I sold it during the week that week, but I had one about September, October of last year. Was a Bible, and that thing was actually cool. You could punch in any verse really quick, and you could just keep on scrolling. It's not like if you punch in, Google something, say like you punch in John 3:16 through 21. Okay, it's got those 5 verses through there, and you read, and you're like, well, let me see it. And you have to read Google for further on. With something like this, you just keep on hitting the down arrow button, and you can keep on. So very good. This one actually was when I bought it, I turned it on, and it was already working. So, tested and working right there. And I did actually punch a couple things in. But it's already got the batteries in it. I am not going to remove the batteries, even though usually I would remove the batteries, but it's got these little crazy little screws I'm not in love with. So I'm not removing it. So anyway, I think we were about $17, $18 plus shipping on that. You'll see it in the thing there that I post up. Another offer I sent out offers early Sunday morning. So you're watching this Sunday night. So a lot of my offers hit. That helped too. This is a David Matthews vinyl. It's got 2 white albums in it. It's the white album version. Not going to get them out. But anyway, $25 free shipping on that. The guy buys stuff off of, I think I gave him $4. And then I'll have to pay about a $4 shipping because it'll be 2 pounds because of the 2 white albums and then the materials involved and that type of thing. As promised a while back, shorts are selling. These were free fly shorts. I got them at my place where I get clothes for $2 a while back. $19.99 free shipping. So they're very lightweight. That was a good sale. Sold a couple Pearl Snap items. This being the first Plains Western wear. I always pick up the Pearl Snap stuff if I can get it for $2 or less. Unless it has a crazy design on it. Some of your Wrangler stuff just has crazy designs, very Southwestern. You'll see a Southwestern piece in a while. It's not Wrangler, but you'll see the idea of what I'm talking about. If you get that crazy design, it really pops. Yeah, go ahead and pay a little bit more. But generally, this stuff I only pay maybe $1, $2 for tops. We got about $15 free shipping on this. But it's very lightweight. It'll ship for cheap. Not only do I sell ties sometimes, and people tell you that ties are long-term, and they are. What I do with the tie rule, I may have explained it. I sell one that gives me kind of the idea to buy another one, unless they're really good brand names. Like that Ben Your Vines, new with tags, I'd buy anyway, even if I hadn't sold one recently. Something else I sell is suits. This is a 100% wool suit jacket. It's Joseph and Peace, I think is exactly how you pronounce that. It's a size 52, which is a good size. It's a bigger size for men. I always kind of do push. I have a lot of regular size men's clothing, but I also deal with a lot of bigger size clothes. A bigger man myself, I understand it's harder to find clothes that fit you and fit you exactly right. So I try to pick those clothes up. Always have some in my store, to accommodate that type of thing. But anyway, I think we got about $24 plus shipping on the jacket. At my Goodwills, they were doing dollar days on Sunday. So you could pick up suit jackets for $1 a piece. So if they were certain ones, man, I was picking them up there for a while. But they've swapped things around now, and they're to the 75%. So jackets become $250. I kind of was to the point, unless I found a really great jacket, I was kind of the same as the tie rule. I'd kind of had my limit. Now, sold a jacket, kind of gives me a right to look through the jackets again. If I can find one cheap and find one right, I'll be buying one again to resell, of course. Sold this Polo Ralph Lauren shirt for $24 free shipping. This was a Goodwill pickup, a $4.99. What you look for on these, this is not your generic Goodwill shirt. And you'll see here in a minute more. I mean, your regular Polo Ralph Lauren. Got your big old crest here, but you got this too. This is very rugby style. And you'll definitely want to use that word rugby on these. But $24 free ship on the Polo Ralph Lauren. This is something that sells pretty darn good in Western too. This is the Wrangler. This is the stripe. But what's big about this is 2XLT. This is a very long shirt from Wrangler. This was a $4.99 pickup from the Goodwill. This is $24 free shipping. But this will be a little bit heavier. This will probably won't go for the over a pound, but it'll be right up, it'll probably be 13, 14 ounces. It's not super heavy. If it's long sleeves, we'd have to maybe think about it, but it's short sleeve, so it'll still go good. 2XLT. Another big size shirt. Only time I really pick up with Eddie Bauer is if it's a tall, or this is 3X. This is Legends Wash Eddie Bauer. It's a little bit on the softer side, 3X. We got about $16 free shipping out of this. If you haven't watched a few videos ago, I switched, so you'll hear me flip-flop in my conversation between free shipping and plus shipping. I did away 100% with free shipping. Nothing will be free shipping except the stuff that's already listed. I'm not going to go back and change 1,100 listings. But over time, the free shipping ones will fall off. As you're hearing, they sell, and the ones I'm putting back on, the one that I'm listing new, that BMI tie sold in a couple of days, that CD sold within a few hours, the Back to the Future sold within 3 or 4 days, the puzzle sold within a couple weeks. Another Plains Pearl Snap shirt. We got about $15 out of this. This is a medium, so I generally must have picked this up just dirt cheap to pick this thing up. But it was blue and striped. Usually I find out the thing with Pearl Snap shirts and these Western shirts. I haven't looked at this one in particular. But generally when I look at the address, it's the middle of nowhere, Montana, the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Sometimes you've got to realize, folks, no matter what's going on in the economy or in the world or whatever, there's a lot of people that live a long ways away still from stores and stuff. I could walk to the mall every day of the week easily. It's less than a mile walk from my house. A lot of people don't have that type of that availability to them. But so they're willing to buy off you online. So just because certain things kick in, you say, they'll never sell. Now, a lot of those Western shirts do, for me, go to the middle of nowhere. And that's because they can't pick that stuff up without. One time I talked to a friend, and he was talking about how it was 4 hours to a major mall from him. That was just unbelievable. But anyway, we got this. It's a Columbia. We was talking about Western wear earlier and crazy designs and all that, and it's doing, I can tell the camera thing here is doing crazy color stuff, so I hope this doesn't fade in and fade out too bad. But this is what they call Southwestern, Aztec, and all those good words. Anyway, this is a woman's little fleece jacket. Paid $1 for it. There is no fading, as this thing may be doing color-wise on you. But anyway, we got about $17 plus shipping out of it. That was $1 purchase. So what I wanted to talk about today, we went through all those sales. But what I wanted to talk about today, I'm trying to not make a mountain here. So I'm trying to reposition this. So forgive me as I reposition that. What I wanted to talk about was return on investment. And everybody's return on investment is different. I held this item back for that particular reason. It's at a yard sale Saturday. I'm talking to you Sunday, so the item's turned over quick. But this, I picked it up for 50 cents. It's in a box of DVDs. Generally, when I do go through boxes of DVDs, because I have found there's some really good stuff in there. I don't leave that. I'm way too many times people leave them behind. But I picked this out mainly because I'd never heard of it. It's a TV series, so I figured it'd be all right. And it's sold, nothing amazing, about $5 plus shipping. But you've got to decide for yourself where you're at on return on investment. This is extremely easy for me. I'll put it in a plastic bag. I'll put it in the bubble envelope, and I'll ship it. Still under £1, so it'll go for the $3.65 media shipping. I consider this extremely easy. It was extremely easy to list. I had 2 more other DVDs that I got out of that same box that I listed with it. I literally took the pictures, everything, the whole works, as I watched somebody else's video, which was about 12 to 15 minutes. I also watch other YouTubers, by the way. But I'm not like one of these that I don't watch any other YouTubers. But anyway, that's another side story. For me, for a DVD, it's okay to pay 50 cents and sell it for about $5 plus shipping. which would have been back in my old days about a $9.99 type thing before I went to the free shipping type thing. But you've got to decide based on how hard something is. That's how I base my ROI. How hard something is as to what, if you'll pick it up or not. Now, like we had that suit jacket there earlier, and I told you that was part of something I picked up for $1 that I got for $24. I wouldn't pick up a suit jacket for $1 if I was only going to get $8, $9 plus shipping. I wouldn't do it. Now, some of you might would, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with you picking up a certain item like that if that's what you want to fool with. But that suit jacket will take a little time. I'll put it in one of the bigger, larger priority boxes that come from UPS. It won't be my box, but I do use some tissue paper and stuff like that. I do take a little extra care with it. That's a nicer item. Sometimes people expect a little bit more, so I kind of give it to them. And that's something you got to figure out in ROI. Of course, it doesn't take intelligence to figure out the ROI, and this was absolutely wonderful. And, like I say, you got to figure out, of course, it was a quarter. Now, I didn't look this up. All I thought about was the fact that this cartoon was short run. That was Back to the Future was short run, and it was sealed. And I was thinking, honestly, when I picked it up, maybe $9, $10. And then I got to looking once I got out of there because the signal is bad in that place. So sometimes you got to do stuff on a gamble. You can always take a gamble on 25 cents. If you and your business cannot take gambles on 25 cents, you might be in the wrong business. And I don't mean you take hundreds of gambles on just a bunch of stuff and then just, keep on. But if you see something like this that's sealed, you got to be able to have enough where you don't fight over a quarter. But as I go through stuff, this was easy. This was at a yard sale I picked up for a couple bucks. That once again, the ROI was right on it. It was simple. This is simple, easy to ship. I'll wrap it in some bubble wrap and I'll slide it in a padded envelope. I will probably put it in a plastic bag, a quarts. I have a little quart size and I have the gallon size. I use Ziploc bags a ton, but I get them cheap. I use a lot like these. Now this one's not, but a lot of times I get some from Walmart. You can get like 80 of these suckers. These are gallon size. 80 of these for $4. That's 5 cents a piece. And it's a nice extra layer, especially when you're going to use that poly mailer. It really helps give that secondary level. You can seal it and forget it. And now for the quart size, I've got these guys. Okay? That'll fit right in here. See? Now, that's extra stuff you got there as bonus. But now, let me explain one other thing, ROI. Now, when I bought these Andy Griffiths, I paid what would be $10 a piece. And then I saw what would this be for 17 plus shipping. You go, well, you didn't make no money on that. Well, what happened is I bought all 4 for 40. Okay, the Snoopy sold for like 50 plus shipping. I think I got 40 something plus shipping on the Wizard of Oz. I think I sold, the other one was I Love Lucy. I think it's already sold. I'll have to check back, but I'm pretty sure it's sold for around 20 something plus shipping. And then at this point, I'm well over in my profit. As long as, in my mind, as long as I can get $10, maybe $13 plus shipping, I'm fine, because I technically would have paid 10. Time to pay eBay, it's probably $3, I get my money back. That's all I'm really trying to do with this guy, is get my money back, because I made my money a long time ago. That's my thinking on return on investment. But you have to break everything down for you and your model on return on investment. But my whole thing is, how much time am I going to invest? That's like a VCR. If I'm at a yard sale trying to buy a VCR, I don't pay more than $5, unless it was one of those Panasonic Slimline, Blue Line VCRs, and either you know what they are or not. They're not that hard to spot. They're not something magic. But now those I'll pay a little bit more for, because the turnover on those are really good. But usually a VCR takes me about 25 minutes to package, 25 minutes maybe. I do go ahead and I test them. I've got an old style TV that hooks up pretty quick. I've got a method I do to that. But if I'm going to do a VCR, I'm not paying more than $5 because a lot of them are bad. They're going bad. And sometimes the rubber bands and all that mess is going bad. So I've rattled on, and I apologize for taking you on too long. If you watched the video this long, I appreciate you watching me. If you like this type of content, give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. What do you consider on return on investment? Do you have guidelines for return on investment? I highly recommend that you do have a level on your return on investment. And if you like this type of content, one more time, hit me up for a subscription. You'll always get on this channel a completely honest assessment of what's going on in the resale world. Also, if you comment, I'm always going to respond to you. I'm not going to ignore you. You're too important to me for me to ignore you. And I love the commentary. And if you don't agree with me on everything, that's great too. If you wouldn't pick up that DVD for 50 cents and then sell it for $5 plus shipping, great. Let me know that. Take care and have a great week. What's in the bag? My first Macari sale. Sold this Puma shirt. You'll see the thing. Paid $1.25 for it. Sold for $21, free shipping on Macari. Took 3 months to finally get a sale on Macari, but I'm glad it happened.